Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Hi, folks. Welcome back. I've got the second strike taken off my channel, so you'll see more of my videos here. I wanted to cut back a little bit because I had 2 strikes hanging over my head, which means my channel would have been deleted. So, here we go. Brittany Griner, remember her? She was the WNBA player that was jailed in Russia for having drugs in her suitcase. Was traded for a international arms dealer. Either way, she said in a short sports presser that it's a crime to separate someone for any reason, and she's talking about transgender participation in sports. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to call out right now, and I don't want this website or any other to say this is anti-LGBT plus Q, whatever, and against trans people. I am calling on Elon Musk and President Trump to buy a WNBA team. They got to be cheap enough. They don't make much money compared to the NBA. They're a lot cheaper to buy. And then field the entire team with trans women. I'm not trying to be a jerk here. I think when these people talk, especially the progressives, they don't think things through, and they don't see the repercussions of their ideas. In fact, President Trump has mentioned it before in passing as a joke. And if you remember, Elon Musk, before he bought Twitter, basically put out a survey on Twitter whether you should buy it or not. So it was kind of a joke then, but he ended up buying Twitter, which is probably the biggest blow to progressives in the narrative they push ever in the history of social media. President Trump, Elon Musk, if anybody knows either of them, the miracle that somebody that knows them that sees this video, please get together and buy a WNBA team. And then fill it with trans women. I'm sure you could find a roster. I'm not sure what's a roster in an NBA team. 10 people. 5, of course, on the court, 5 on the bench. You should be able to find 10. Easy enough. Now, what's the criteria? I don't know. But if these people are going to run their mouths, then there has to be repercussions. They never think things through. Let's read on. Brittany Griner spoke to the media on Thursday ahead of the 2023 WNBA season and immediately weighed in the major political debate in the country. Griner, who recently returned to the United States after nearly 10 months in captivity in Russia, was asked about legislation aimed at preventing transgender participation in sports, and there's a picture of her. Must be the new picture. She doesn't have longer hair anymore. That ranks high on the list of things I'll be fighting for and speaking up against without thinking of the repercussions and what could happen. Again, I call on President Trump and Elon Musk to get together and buy a WNBA team. Put 10 trans women on the team. 5 on the bench for reserve and 5 starters. I think that's what a roster is. And let's see what happens. And let's see if their principles, as far as allowing trans women in sports, will test what reality is. Everyone deserves the right to come here, sit in the seats and feel safe. Yeah, I'm not debating anybody should sit in the seats to watch. In fact, they could probably use the people in the seats, get the butts in the seats, get some money in. They're subsidized by the NBA anyway. They haven't made a dime since their existence. Or they can't be who they are. It's like just all eyes on them. I don't even know what the hell that means. Here's the thing. Look at this. Look at some of the videos of the WNBA. There's no audience. Who's failed the WNBA? Women. Women should be filling up those seats. but they're not. So you want to put your money where your ideology is, so to speak? I say it again, Elon Musk and President Trump, please buy a WNBA team and fill it with trans women. You will win the championship. It won't even be close. There'll be 50, 60 point difference. I think it is a crime, honestly, to separate someone for any reason. So I definitely will be speaking up against the legislation, those laws that are trying to be passed for sure. Because you're not going to go up against a team of 5 trans women, are you? It'll be interesting to see what her thoughts are if that happened. Let's do it. If anybody sees these videos, has any influence, let's do it. Get somebody with money to buy an NBA team and fill it with trans women. I'm not trying to be a jerk here. I'm not. Because actions and ideology has consequences in the real world. And when they see these consequences and they see they're being shortchanged during the course of a season, we'll see if their ideology holds up. On Wednesday, the State High Schools Activities Association executive voted that high schools and middle schools must first see the birth certificates of transgender athletes in order to decide which teams they can play on. Again, I'm going to say this is not anti-trans. This is not insinuating any violence or any hatred or anything negative to trans women. I want to put their ideology to the test. Let's put it to the test. Field an entire WNBA team with trans women. Even out of the 10 players, I guess, that are on an entire roster, then make it half and half. 5 trans women, 5 biological women. And let's see if their ideology is still intact after that. The Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act passed in the House this week, which aims at preventing biological males from competing in girls' and women's sports. And Kevin McCarthy goes on to say, House Republicans pledged before the last election are committed to women and girls in sports. Today, we kept that promise. President Biden said he would veto the bill if it would arrive on his desk. Grider's preparing for the 10th NBA season after re-signing with the Phoenix Mercury in February. She missed all of that season after being arrested in February 2022 at Moscow's airport after authorities allegedly discovered she had vape canisters with cannabis oil in her luggage. I've always believed in my ability, Grider said, according to ESPN. Being realistic, am I exactly where I want to be? No, but I'm on the right track. The first 2 weeks, first month of basketball training, it was hard. At first, there was a point I was like, wow, do I really want to do this fast right now? But it was so worth it. Okay, great. I wish you Godspeed. Let's field a WNBA team with trans women, if not all, the majority of them. That's the problem with progressives. You never put their ideology to the test in the real world. And this is going to cost them. And in fact, it might even put more people in the seats to watch, frankly. Let's see. Like I said, I call on Elon Musk and President Trump to get together, maybe some other money people they know, buy a WNBA team. Again, this is not a shot at transgender people. I have to make that clear because this website will jump all over it. Let's put their ideology to the test in the real world. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Again, I'm going to be back doing more videos now that my second strike has expired and I only have one hanging over the channel for 2 more months. So look forward to that. And until next time, goodbye and good luck.